how do you process something like this? Season being cut short, obviously a serious thing going around.
Man, it's tough. It's really tough. I put a lot of hard work and sweat. I feel like almost every NBA player puts their life into this game, and for it to be cut short, it hurts, especially early when you have so much unfinished business that you feel like you needed to handle. Like I said, all the hard work that you put in to go out there onto the court and prove and show people what you have, what you're made of, and it's something that we can't control. So you just sort of have to try to be as professional as you can, and move forward.
What was your reaction when you found out that the season had been suspended, and how did you find out?
Yeah, I found out during the game at the free throw line. So it's like, what more motivation do I need to play harder, or just to go out there and give it my all, or that extra effort? It almost took the wind, took the life out of me. It's like, man, damn, I'm out here playing right now, and now I have to go back in the game, have our conversations, and just not, a happy thing to talk about.
You said you were at the free throw line. Was that fourth quarter?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, positive, but yeah, definitely second half.
Who relayed that information to you?
A couple guys on the bench said I didn't believe it, and then a couple of the opponents were saying it, and I heard one of the coaches on the bench scream out. And it's like telling the players. So it was sort of everybody, and then once I don't no clue who the coach is who confirmed it, but on the sidelines yelling to the players, play hard, and I'm like, man, it's real.
If this is it for Vince, how did he help you these past 2 seasons?
I could go on and on about the conversations we've had, just about life and basketball in general, but I'll tell you the one thing is just, probably shooting. We spend a lot of time just working on shooting together. Obviously, our games, I would say, are very similar. We're very athletic and sort of had to transition our games to be able to shoot, although Vince, I feel like, always could shoot a little bit better than me coming out of college and high school. So for me, it was just trying to grow off of him and pick his brain and try to develop an outside game.
John, I guess Knicks played Utah here just a few days.
Don't.
Would you like to get tested immediately to see, make sure you're not, been exposed secondhand?
I mean, yes and no, right? I'm as concerned as anybody else for my health, but it definitely is the smartest thing to get tested. I don't know what the NBA or the league is going to mandate us to do going forward. Obviously, a lot of stuff is still new, but sure, I mean, I definitely want to make sure myself and my family are safe, aren't at risk. I'm going to try to do the best that I can, just like I said, to make sure I'm healthy and safe. So for sure.
Do you think it was the right move? Do you agree with the decision to suspend?
As a competitor, no, right? But just as a total human being, of course, you don't know the risks. Obviously, one of our players, Rudy, might or might not. I don't know whether he tested or whatever positive for, but when you have such a big issue, and especially for the NBA, which you're supposed to stay out of crowded, populated areas, and every night this is one of the most crowded populated areas in Atlanta. A bunch of people who don't know each other, touching things and running around. It definitely can be a hazard and unsafe if we're not completely positive about the virus itself. So.
Is it a surreal feeling at all? I mean, I imagine you don't expect something like this to happen.
It's just like tough to accept. Not even surreal. It's just like, man, like out of all the things that could have happened, I could have, knock on wood, injuries, like whatever, suspend, like anything, right? Like, but for it to be the coronavirus, like, and for it to just stop everything abruptly, it's just hard to accept because you weren't expecting this, or at least I wasn't.
In the event that this is your last game of the season, what is kind of your overview or your outlook on the season where obviously you didn't play 25 games and then came back with a strong, now it ends early? What is your overall outlook?
Yeah, definitely it's a tough season for myself personally. I wouldn't say in terms of just playing, but in just terms of the mental stress or mental battles that I had to go through. This is another one of them. Obviously, like you said, it's not easy to miss those amount of games, to come back, play the way I'm playing, and then have to have it forcefully end. It's tough. Obviously, like I said, I'm not too sure how to feel, but it's just a hard emotion to accept. But I have to put up with it and accept it and move on, and we're going to figure this out as the league, figures out more about what's going on. So.
What do you want people to take away from this team this season overall from the landscape of the entire season?
I just feel like, when we look at this team in totality, we look at the young core and the veterans. I want them to see the growth and development that has taken place. One of our young cores is now an all-star. I feel like that speaks volumes about where this team is going. We also added, Cam and also Kevin as well, but Cam and Dre, who have, definitely shown their true colors or, on their way to doing that. So I'm just very confident in our young core. I feel like now we have veterans and other guys who are capable of just providing that extra effort and oomph off the bench and that veteran leadership for us to just keep developing. So I feel like we have the best young core in the league. So it's on us to prove it and go out this summer and keep developing and keep working. So.
Do you think that chemistry you're talking about is going to be affected later on because of the suspension?
Not really. I definitely feel like our game sort of just meshed well together. I feel like, Trey and I's game speaks for itself. You're definitely starting to see Kevin and I's game develop more and more as we had some time last year. Obviously, Cam and Dre, Brooks, they're going to take time to just develop and see their full chemistry. So I'm definitely giving them a little bit of a step. So, no, to answer your question, I feel like I said, all our games sort of fit like puzzle pieces, and we're all ready to go. We're all competitors, and we want to win. So.
Hey NBA fans, Kelly McGill here. If you like that last video from Fanatics View on YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below for exclusive NBA content.